We'll continue putting out more reactions to that effect and also take in political voices on what they really feel. TMC, like I said, has also come out and has attacked the BJP on Samvidhan Divas. Says however good a constitution may be, it is sure to turn out bad because those who are called to work it happen to be a bad lot. This while citing Dr. Ambedkar, Aditi. So tweaking Dr. Ambedkar's quote in its own manner to hit out at the BJP is what the TMC has done.
Well, Christine, one after the other, the opposition is escalating its attack on the Modi government, claiming that this is not a celebration, that Constitution Day is being celebrated by the BJP government. And after Congress claimed that BJP is bulldozing Constitution every day, now Sushmita Dev of the TMC is claiming that however good a Constitution may be, it is sure to turn out bad because those who are called to work it happen to be a bad lot. However bad a Constitution may be, it may turn out to be good if those who are called to work it happen to be a good lot. That's what the quote was, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and that's what has been tweaked by TMC, saying that now those who are working on the Constitution is a bad lot. That's what the TMC is claiming.
Thank you for that, Aditi. Mohit, that's one attack that's come in from the opposition, not since 2019, but since 2014. Since 2014, the opposition has come out to say that agencies and institutions are being misused by the BJP. And today, all of them speaking in one voice. Very interesting reaction coming in from Aam Aadmi Party Minister Gopal Rai as well, who's talking about if democracy ends, Constitution definitely weakens, and that's what's happening in the country, he says.
Well, yes, Christine, all the opposition parties, it seems, are echoing in the same voice when it comes to the Constitution Day and when it comes to the misuse of the agencies. Now, as Gopal Rai has stated, that how exactly the opposition is being attacked by the central agencies, by the government, and without opposition, the Constitution cannot function. So basically, what the opposition parties on a day when we are celebrating Constitution Day say that the Constitution is being bulldozed, it's being tweaked just because for the sake of politics by the ruling dispensation. And again we see that how strong reactions are coming in from the opposition parties. Now the counter to it, which has come from the BJP, is Kirtween, that Congress imposed the emergency in 1975. They have amended the Constitution numerous times. Then the BJP also talks about that how B.R. Ambedkar was not given his due, the due that he should have got for framing the Constitution. And they also goes on to say that they have always supported the Article 370, which was something which was very illegal. So the Congress party have always, BJP says, have bulldozed the Constitution, and hence they should not talk about the current government because the current government has given what the credit should have been given to B.R. Ambedkar. The current government has removed Article 370. Okay. The current government has
also... So those are the reasons being cited by the opposition. Like I said, an interesting comment has come in from Gopal Rai of the Aam Aadmi Party as well. Delhi minister has hit out at the BJP government and centre, says the BJP is misusing its power. It's directly a threat to our society. The BJP has reduced the opposition, the powers of courts, Election Commission of India, and misusing ED, IT, and several such agencies. Listen in.
हमारा देश गुलाम था. उस गुलामी से देश को आजाद कराने के लिए लाखों लोगों ने इस देश के लिए आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी और उसके परिणाम में भारत की आजादी का वो दस्तावेज है संविधान. लेकिन जिस तरह से वर्तमान समय में केंद्र की सरकार संविधान के तमाम जो पिलर्स हैं उस पे हमले कर रही है, वो इस बात को दिखा रहा है कि कहीं न कहीं एक दलीय प्रणाली की तरफ देश को ले जाने की कोशिश है.
And the BJP continues to counter such attacks coming in from the opposition. Shahzad Poonawalla of the BJP says every day Congress abuses constitutional institutions if it loses an election or a case in the Supreme Court. Listen in.
Today is Constitution Day, but even though it is a national occasion, it is a Rashtriya occasion. Congress can't stop playing small and petty Rajniti over it. And today the kind of statements that have come, especially from Randeep Surjewala and his ilk, they talk about constitutional values. The same constitutional values which they trampled upon during the emergency. They made the media and the judiciary crawl and bend. These values. They talk about constitutional spirit. The same constitutional spirit which said that Article 370 and 35A should never be permanent. It should be temporary. They made it permanent. And today, when these have been abrogated, they oppose it in the name of vote bank politics. For the first time, the Valmiki Samaj, the women of Jammu Kashmir have got their full rights, constitutional rights, but they oppose it in the name of vote bank. They are preaching. These parties, which have constantly and not just once or twice, but over and over again, attacked constitutional institutions merely because they lose an election or they lose a case. These parties, which have always created a doubt in the minds of the people against constitutional institutions and have demanded intervention into India's democracy. And this is only when they lose an election. When they win an election, at that time these institutions are fine. Those parties are preaching. These parties, including Congress, have even boycotted Constitution Day programs, whether it is at the center or in Uttar Pradesh. This is the petty-mindedness, the same petty-mindedness which was at display when the person...
Mohit, interesting that the BJP is only focusing on the emergency era. Speaking of how the media, the judiciary were all made to crawl back in 1975. What's interesting, though, is also how they're saying that this is an attempt being made by the opposition time and again to fearmonger that democracy is dead in the country.
Well, yes, the BJP has been saying this, that just because the opposition is not able to stop the Modi juggernaut, they resort to fear-mongering, and such statements are being made. Now, earlier also, Prithvi, as we were discussing, that the opposition parties, specifically the Congress, have stated that the current government has trampled upon the constitution by using the agencies, by using the constitutional bodies against the political opponents, and hence the opposition parties say that they have to be together, they have to fight this, and they have to preserve the values of our constitution. Now, as we stated, as we were discussing, that
and
how
polls
the
are also being spoken of. The BJP of the opinion that the Congress often retorts to this kind of a narrative when they lose an election or a case in the Supreme Court. Many thanks for that, Mohit. We're tracking that political story very closely. A quick break. We'll be right back.